say, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. And let's see what he can do here today. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Oh, this might trigger a temper tantrum. This is not sitting nicely.
Going with the 5-wood. This one might need to get down a little. And here we are with the third shot. This is from miles away.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a shame it didn't drop. But that looked good the whole way. An opportunity to make their par. Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Oh, well done. And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout. And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, just missed. That'll sting a bit. Let's return to live play now. A 7-footer right here.
That starts off on a good line.
Yeah, it's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. Currently 1 under for the day. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
That's pretty tidy. Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in second place, behind John Rahm. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. We need this one to bounce right. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Putting for a par now.
On a nice line.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Down on the 5th hole now as Justin Thomas gets ready for his next shot.
2 over for the day. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
That's nicely done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Straight out of the top draw.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Good putt, that.
This player is putting for fun.
John, do you have any info down there?
Down on the 6th hole now as Justin Thomas gets ready to hit.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The Spaniard, John Rahm, currently enjoying first place in this one. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
perfect little fade. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
It's tracking. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. A par putt awaits. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. Just 2 shots behind. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Woo, back there, horsey. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Okay, steady now. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Looking better.
That gets the job done. He's currently tied for 3rd. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Yeah, great rhythm on that swing. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Going with the 8-iron here.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped. And from the green side rough here. Just outside 10 feet to the hole here, right on 11 feet to be exact. Oh, so close. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away. That's well holed. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Down on the 9th hole now, guys. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
And here we are with their 4th. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
And as we check in on the leaderboard, it's Jon Rahm on top. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Going with the 7. That's inside the house of opportunity. And this putt to move into the top 10. Ouch, that hurts. And this one is for his par. That's tracking for the par. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. Second shot here at the 10th. This one's for birdie.
So far, so good. John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Down on the 11th hole. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
That dog will hunt.
Sitting at 1 under in a share of 7th. getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. This would be a great up and down from this spot. How good was that bunker shot? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Yep, he'll take that.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Down on the 12th hole, guys. This is JT's next shot.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. And it's Jon Rahm in the lead. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Nicely done. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Should find the green here. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace. Well played.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
I'm him, okay? I'm him. That's all it means. That's all that means. I'm him.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Quality shot, that one. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
No, they tried to fade that one in there, but got a little steep on it.
Oh my, that's a putrid lie. Can he get out of here?
Yeah, they are deep down into this bunker. Should be interesting to see how they escape this one.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now 5 strokes behind. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. Go on, get in the hole. Top effort, that. Putting for a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And after
Absolute
that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
No way I missed that. No
The 15th,
way.
Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
It's heading into the rough, I think. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's heading further left than they wanted, I think. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, that's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Down here on the 17th, and this is Justin Thomas.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up. This one's looking good. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. He finds himself currently tied for 5th. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Good shot there, Beamer. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. Handy effort, that one. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 3 strokes back. This one heading towards the green.
Nicely done.
Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of third spot. I don't mind the look of this. Beautiful shot. And that will take him to 4 under. Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
That's tidy. From about 200 yards out. Only 2 shots off the pace. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And this putt to move into a tie for second. It's on a great line. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. And with that, their first round comes to an end. Rich, they look to be in pretty good form today.
They did. It was nice to see some signs of life from this player. I like what they did out there today. Hopefully they can keep it up for the next 3 rounds.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
Good round, good round. We'll see you tonight, later on tonight, for round number 2 live the Genesis Invitational live from the Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades. Irie Keefton, ladies and gentlemen. Irie Keefton.